fuck, I'm trying to think about how I want to fucking show this because I'm so sore today. I can't feel my fucking body. From boxing, sparring yesterday. You can call it sparring. I call it getting punched in the face. Allowing myself to be punched in the face. But yeah, I want to like think about more shit to do for people. Like everyone, all these gyms are around now. Obviously, every gym now is like super equipment. There's like mega gym opening in Brampton, Bramladesh. It's like fucking more machines than I've ever seen. That place, I'm gonna go check it out. I'm just making fun of it, but odds are like a lot of people watching this, especially if you're not from like a major area, like you're not around all these gyms, you're working out in just kind of normal gyms. So you might have a cable stack, you might have just the dumbbells, might be limited, right? So the idea is like you want to maximize the machines you have and be able to do whatever you can on them with the least amount of accessories too, right? So the idea being with this is like I'm in this gym, which is like pretty fucking well equipped, better than most gyms. And I literally can do my whole workout on this cable. Like with this handle, I can do like an entire back workout. And that's all I need. So I don't even need all this shit. I don't even use this stuff half of it. Because it's like I connect better with like doing things in a certain way, right? So if you're training back on this, for instance, you'd think to yourself like, oh, I want to train different areas of my back. Obviously, like you should if you're fucking intelligent. Or you're a bodybuilder, more likely, but you want to train your back in the most intelligent way possible. So if I'm trying to train my overall back, trying to hit like mid-back, lower lats, upper like traps, mid like outside lats, whatever the fuck it is, I want to get myself in positions with different angles that I can hit those things properly, right? So the first thing I would do if I'm trying to open up and I'm trying to get into my mid-back, so like if you guys want to picture, so if you guys, come here you skinny fuck. If you guys want to hit like this mid part of your back, which a lot of guys have, they have all kinds of width, but they lack like density in the middle of their back and in their erectors and things like that. But more so like we're talking mid back, right? Okay, get the fuck out of here. I'll tell you when I need you again. You go sit down in that corner. Yeah. So I'd want to get myself in a position. So if you come to the side here, I'm purposely trying to not be at posture. So most people would take this and they'd want to be here and get themselves in a position. I'm trying to literally roll my shoulders over and let my back round so I can feel my mid-back open. So whether you want to take an over grip or an open grip, I can use it. The whole idea is that I don't want to just pull this into me on the line that it's on. I want to feel like I'm opening the cable and opening my elbow at the same time. So I'm already coming around my shoulders and my back. My shoulders are moving around me. I'm not lifting or pulling this thing to me. I'm trying to drive myself into the pull. So I'm trying to roll up through. So all it is shoulder manipulation of my shoulder rolling around. So I'm just trying to create this opening feeling. So I'm coming around my back and flexing into that mid back, and then I'm pushing out through. So I'm caving in here. So there's no need to have chest integrity in terms of like keeping my chest up. I want my back to round because I want to mimic the feeling of my back being open like I would if I'm a bodybuilder doing a lat spread and pulling my back apart, or being in an open rear double. I want to be able to feel that mid part of my back open up, open and contract, right? So I want to purposely be out of posture and do exactly what people say not to do. I need to get in that position to be able to hit that area properly, because now the rest of my body's relaxed. My arms are like noodles. I can move up through, and it's more of a flexing around and retracting my shoulders than it is a pull. I'm not trying to pull ever, and there's no speed to this. So even if this gets heavy, I put 100 pounds on here. Even better for the stretch, not as good for the amount of range of motion, but I'm trying to get this back to push open. So I'm literally trying to reach my mid back to that pull behind me. So I'm trying to let these shoulders relax, and then I can posture my head up and back, and I can move through things. So I can rock up through, drive. Don't have tight hands out here. Don't think you have to grip hard. I'm just pulling and wide, opening. I've even seen guys, forget the guy's name, we'll put it up when I find it, who puts like, to even get more of a stretch in the mid back, will literally put his arms through here and get it on his elbows and create this feeling where he's almost squeezing back through, rocking up through the weight, right? Because that's how he connects better. But the whole idea being, I don't need my hands to make these move. My hands are just like anchors moving around. So when you guys get into this habit, of thinking that back is how hard I can pull. So I can get this here. Oh shit, that's late. If I get in this habit here of thinking like my hands are what's doing the work, I'm pulling this here and pulling this here, you're getting back, but you're not understanding that back is this motion of arching and coming up through and coming around my back and rolling. So this shoulder dexterity of being able to roll over, roll back is the difference between you having a back and you having big arms. Because if you're just going to keep doing heavy weight, holding on to here, this 130 is heavy, don't get me wrong on this. If I have big arms, like you'll see these guys have massive arms, no back, they can stabilize here no problem. Because right now I'm locking in my arms. And my back's feeling a stretch because it is, I'm in position. But if I'm trying to control everything with my arm, you see how there's very little shoulder. I'm just pulling to a spot and I'm imagining that because of my effort and the amount of weight I'm actually moving, that I'm getting back, but I'm not, right? So, no, it's indicative, like it's if I'm trying to hit that area, I need to be able to maximally, like if the area of my mid-back is always pinched like this, let's say it's like my spine is in the middle here, if it's always like this, I want to feel this. And then I want to start working from this position. So I want to feel like I open this area a bit and then I'm working around it. It's not going to be a massive range of motion, but unless I cave my chest in, I can't get that. I can't feel my mid-back push out. I have to have my shoulders over and I have to be here. It's not this. It's not going like this.
So
it's
what
literally.
was wrong with the 130?
It was just too heavy. Okay. I mean, you could do it in the sense.
Is that because you couldn't go back enough?
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing is, if you can control, like I can control, maybe we'll see. Probably would do like 115. But if I'm moving it the way you're supposed to, the benefit of me doing this heavier and understanding that I'm light in my hands still and being around here is that now I can get this back to pull out even more. So I can even wiggle my hip back and I can feel that back hanging like crazy now. So now I can stiffen up my head and I can move and I can shift my shoulders up through and I can get taller as I pull. So I'm not trying to flex my arm. I'm still trying to roll my shoulders. So my motion is smoother, but I'm saying guys with strong arms, as soon as things get heavy, it's an arm pull. It's a flexing arm. It's not as much shoulder, it's more like pulling to a spot. Do you know what I mean? It might look visually kind of similar, but there's a difference between guys who move well and guys who don't move well, and that's the difference. So you guys will see like these old school guys like Branch Warren or whoever, Jay Cutler, they'll do heavy weights. If this was the case, they'd be here and you see them going boom, boom, and it looks fast to you, but that's more back than this. Because they're moving, you can see my shoulder moving quickly, shifting, right? Because they're hitting more back, their back's moving. Right? So people are like, oh, it's wrong, it's too fast. It's like, no, dude. That's why his back looks fucking, it's like the thickness of like 3 of you. Do you know what I mean? If I wanted to start the exercise and I only have this or I have access to this, I've hit mid-back now. Now I want to hit upper back, rhomboids, traps, even erectors. So I'm trying to get myself in the same position, but I'm closer now and I'm on a different angle. So again, shoulders over, not here. I have no range here. You can do it. It's gonna get nothing. Same thing here, I wanna feel those shoulders over and I wanna be able to shift up through. So again, I'm trying to open here and drive my shoulders past my ears. So my motion is open and back. It's not pinch up and get tighter, it's spreading, coming around. Just like it was here, spreading, coming around. It's just different angles. So now I'm hitting traps, right? And more upper back. But I'm in this position where I feel like my feet are stable and I'm able to rock up and slide. Slide. So my hands are holding on, my shoulders are doing the work. So another way you could do this. So if I wanted to do back, that's fine, I can do it that way. Even if I want to hit lats here, it's just another angle of my pull, right? So instead of me being hunched over, if I was gonna hit lats here, I'd sit down and I'd be more settled. Feel like I'm doing a cable row up through. So I'm moving up through things, and I'm sweeping out low and wide with my elbow. I'm no longer up here, I'm low and through. So I'm driving myself through, my head's going up, I'm going through the weight as I pull. So wherever angle my elbow's at is where I'm gonna hit on my back, right? So you guys can also use this for fucking tricep. Obviously you can do the fucking standard, pull this thing back. You have to create slack on this. So I'm able to create an angle on this where I'm able to drive through things, and I end up almost pressing away. Because pressing down here, I have no tension. On a regular press, we could be here and press over. There's too much slack on this. If we did a rope press, it'd be the same thing. We could be up here. I could press here, no problem. But I have to account for the tension. So with this, I need to get myself into a position and almost feel like I'm slamming back through me, rocking. So I'm keeping low in my lats and my elbows. Shoulders don't creep up. I'm down, pressing. So it's just elbow rocking, forearm rocking. Okay. If you want to superset that, you can walk out here. Don't walk out with this thing here and then try to find this. Walk out to the tension of this and let your arms fold, and then step through. So my elbows are able to roll back, and so are my shoulders. I can set my scapula, and I can do the same thing from a dead stop, leaning forward. I can extend, and I can rock. Again, I'm throwing on my hand. I'm throwing through here. So it's hands out. It's not, it's a press. So literally I'm pressing the back, like the back pad of my knuckles. I'm literally pressing straight out. Imagine I was laying on the floor and I had a kettlebell or even a dumbbell resting on the floor. I wouldn't be able to gain momentum. So I wouldn't go and throw this thing, because one, I'm gonna hit myself in the back of the head. It's gonna smash into me. So my idea is that I wanna be at maximally lengthened position, and then I wanna just extend my arm. So whatever angle that is for your shoulder to feel good too, is just pressing out. Keeping my weight this way. So I don't get pulled here and then want to go and throw. I want to stay tall and I want to rock off and press off. So you might not be able to do the whole stack. Sorry, but you're going to hit only your tricep. So the same thing, we can go down here. If we're doing biceps, if anything, this is a decent bicep curl, I guess you could say. You can't use the lower handle because it's like way too short. But if I'm here and I roll my hands in front and I can trap my elbows into my ribs, I'm just up here. So this will help you guys that do this and pick the thing up. I want it to just be on my outside index finger knuckle and trap it here. So my weight stays back and I rock up through here.
How do you know how far to keep your hands away from each other?
It's where mine are. Yours would be a lot closer. You're a lot smaller. But the thing is, we want to just do the same thing. I want shoulders in front and I want to tuck my elbow into my ribs. So I'm creating, in essence, a flat plane across my chest with my shoulders, my chest up in between my shoulders, and I'm rocking up through here. So I'm able to supinate as I curl, because obviously this isn't a solid surface. I'm able to roll up through and squeeze. If you want to grab tighter and be closer, you can be here, but you can see there's no range. I still have to get longer to be able to come through here. Roll up through.
I hear people say about the twisting in the end, it makes a difference.
It's not that it's it's not so much that it's twisting. Here you have to, because I'm trying to roll out onto this knuckle. If I was holding a bar, I wouldn't have to do it. Or even a handle, because I can keep my hands supinated and keep flat up through. The idea is just keep the pressure here. It's not to have it like, it ends up being here on this and we roll. But with a dumbbell, I don't need to, because I can just create a supinated position and just keep turning the weight out onto here. Here I have to find it. So my hands are gonna naturally go in here. I'm trying to squeeze up through, roll up through. So there's a whole shit ton of stuff you can do with that. I'm sure there's more. We'll do another fucking video of like chest with it, or fucking God knows what else, but there's all kinds of shit you can do with it, right? So if you're limited in equipment, be inventive with what you do. You can use a fucking D-ring handle for one arm stuff. You can do all kinds of shit with back, right? So it doesn't need to be like, I need to have Panada or fucking Nautilus or this row or that row to grow my back. I really don't. Even if I wanted to use this fucking one arm and fucking stand back here, literally I only have this piece of equipment. I could literally stand back here with one arm and do fucking rows from here and rock. You can make do with anything. It doesn't, I could do the fucking, literally take the cable and fucking do a workout with one arm here and grab the cable and start myself here into the lat. I don't need all this shit, right? I don't need it. It's just fancy because it's like, oh man, this shit takes the thinking out of it. It's like, yeah, but if you understand movement, you can do your workout with anything.
Can you do a lat pull down with this or not?
Do a lat pull down? No. But the thing is, lat pull down is something I'd have access to anyway if I had a stack. But the thing is, I can also take this and keep it light. I don't know how fucking light I want this. But I can do the same thing, keeping a flat hand here, and I can create the same thing as a pull down and rock into here. So I'm sweeping out on lats. This is light, but I'm driving up through. So no, it's not a lat pull down. I'm not doing an overhead pull, but I could be here and do this. I can do anything I want. Like I said, anytime I change the angle of my elbow or the straightness or bentness of my arm, I'm creating a different angle to pull down through things. So be inventive and understand that, like, yeah, Mike did it this way. He did it straight on, pulling across around his back. But if I want to keep it high and I want to hit upper back, or I want to hit more, feel like a lat pull down, I can be here and pull and rise up through things. It's the same thing. We're just hitting back from different angles with different angles, right? So it doesn't need to be some science experiment. It's just like find the angles that work for you, where your shoulders are able to move the most efficiently, and you find yourself not doing these, like, just the general rule we're trying to break is thinking that when you're doing back, you're pulling to you. I'm driving around things and I'm creating space. I'm not going, I'm trying to pull this thing to me as hard as I can, because you could put the whole stack on there and pull this thing and go, It's like, okay, it's just arms, bro. You're gonna have great arms, but you're gonna have a shit back.